Alright, human, make it quick.
Alright. So,
Why am I being held in an Autobot? Oh, that's my name.
I hate the red. Me too, honestly. Oh, that's not you? No, that was Hasbro.
Oh, fuck them then. Anyways, I really like that I'm actually inside the movie a bit more, but, this rumor about me being Ironhide, is that really true? I mean, I know my boss is, a lot more akin to Optimus Prime for Bayverse, but me as Ironhide, I don't believe it.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, could I wield the weapons, though?
Let's try down the review.
Yeah, let's, is there anything else?
You beat down Optimus hard.
Oh, that's sweet, sweet victory. Now let's test the weapons already. Let's test them already.
Alright. What's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name is Fate1987, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers series, Rise of the Beasts 99 Voyager class Battletrap. This is our very first Rise of the Beast figure, and as such, he should be the first review because hashtag Battletrap sweep. On the side of the box, you have your promo shot with, is that a Decepticon symbol? Voyager class, all languages, Rise of the Beasts, blah blah blah. Full body shot and still the Decepticon symbol, though it's not on the actual toy. It's actually not on the toy at all. Like, what the heck? So it must only be a CGI thing. Also, you got good weapons. And on the back of the box, you got our obligatory product shot with Battletrap fires a barrage of blasts at Noah and Alina to secure the transport key. Spoilers for Transformers Rise of the Beasts. This is Attack at the Museum. He transforms in 30 steps. And he is a GM official. So, guess what? People were actually able to get this thing early, but sold out quickly. Then people try scalping it. I'm not those people. I actually got this from Hasbro Pulse. So let's open him up and see how cool he actually is. We're finally taking a look at Battletrap. Word to note about his instructions. Apparently, according to official sources, the color instructions are, well, red for the Autobots and purple for the Decepticons. But what about the Maximals and the Terracons? Well, Maximals are supposed to be green or yellow, I forgot which one. And Terracons are blue. Well, unfortunately, they got Scourge and Freezer both wrong. Scourge apparently has red instructions, and it kind of throws me off a little bit, because it makes me think that it's an Autobot, and yeah, I don't like that. But anyways, here you are with instructions, because no one else is going to post these for a really long time. Only Takara told me, and even then it takes like over a year to get that out. And you can see he has a complex transformation. And honestly, from what I've encountered, also a bit scary to transform because you might think you're actually breaking the figure. But, number one, he does kind of tend to pop off a little bit in terms of, like, his stability. But he can roll, kind of. His feet do clear the actual rolling, so he can, in fact, roll. And I really do like that they engineered enough for that, at least. He is honestly, one of the best figures. But what holds him down is how he transforms. And that's kind of why, the only reason why they really have this Battletrap sweep thing is only really because of the, what's it called? The design, like the actual, marketing design as seen on his box. And you've already seen his box, so let's get down to comparisons then.
we're gonna bring in something a little bit, I'd say, similar. Apparently, according to a rumor, or at least a mainline source, apparently there's now a theory going around that Battletrap is Ironhide, and honestly, the only way I can see that happening is if Ironhide is actually a Decepticon before he joined the Autobots. Scourge being Optimus Prime from Bayverse, however, is completely different, has more sources and information to back that theory up. About this, just has a simple toy, vehicle mode, and resemblance. That's it. But in terms of a real side comparison, here we are with Bone Crusher, who is another heavy hitter that kind of didn't survive, unfortunately. I kind of wish he did more inside the first film. But apparently Battletrap will be around all the way to the end of the final battle, so who knows? In terms of also a deluxe scaling, I'm gonna have to bring in Soundwave because I really don't have any others transformed at the moment. I mean, I could use Twitch, but that's also a bit of a stretch because yeah, honestly, just throw it out to the side. I could also size comparison Bumblebee, but I'll save that for robot mode since I already have him in robot mode. Anyways, turning transformation, we're going to take this wrecking ball off, and by the way, this is different from the Legacy bulkhead, and it's really well done, in truth. I really like the spikes, but the transformation is hectic, to say the least. Want a better word? A more worse word? I'll give you one. Hell. So you're gonna split these apart, and honestly, this is the scariest part. You gotta take this whole assembly out, and you gotta split it from the thing, and it's hard and scary to do because I suggest you focus on the legs first, basically. You're gonna untab these legs and just split them like so, and you're gonna leave it like that for now. The arms, you're going to need to, well, now you're gonna have to focus on this. This is the scariest part. This is made out of clear plastic. Clear plastic breaks more easier than regular plastic, and that's sad. So, you need to clear all this out. You need to leave all this out like so. And essentially what you're going to do is, besides taking the head out to stretch it out so you have space, you are going to need to untab this entire roof section from the, well, you're going to easily do it like that, honestly. But you're going to untab this entire roof section, and it is hell and scary to do. Because you need to basically pull these parts away. No breakages have been recorded yet, but it is very scary to do. And me doing it right now, it's scary on camera. It really freaking is. In fact, I might actually pause the review to do another review before I go back to this one. Because that's how scary I don't want to do this again. Battletrap is meant for robot mode, not vehicle mode. So you gotta get that down. Ow. Yeah, you can see him straining not to hurt this guy. I suggest you spin this around first. And, yeah, you kind of have a problem now. You are really stressing a lot. I am, as honestly, but still, this is, I'm not exaggerating. It is actually hard and pain. In the words of that toy guy on YouTube, pain. It's scary. It really is. mean, you got everything untabbed except for the top part, and that's kind of what's holding it back. There you are. So, we're going to bring these down all the way. You're going to tab these in, which frankly isn't that hard. And you're going to leave these like that for now, because I'll tell you how to orient those later. Tab that in, leave that in like so. You're going to spin this around 180. Like I said, I'm not kidding. I'm actually shaking. This guy is made of this roof part. It scares me. So you're going to need to spin this around like so. Spin this around like so. And then, of course, spin this around. And we're going to work on the legs now. Enough of the top part. So, we're going to bring we're going to bring this part up. We're going to bring this part and just clip it in entirely. And you can see he has thin legs, honestly. And then you're going to fold down the feet. So we're going to tap this together and tap the head as best you can inside of there. That should lock into place. All that's needed to do is tab the backpack in, which it really doesn't tab in. Fold these down. And then now we just gotta worry about the arms, which is thankfully the least annoying part. You're gonna fold these up, the shoulder pads. Turn these around. You got this tab that's just going to slot there and turn it like that so it has a little bit more leeway to deal with. And turn this around, spin it like that, and you are finally done with the hellish transformation that was Battletrap. I still recommend this figure because he's a good figure. It's just the transformation is scary, and I was not exaggerating by how hectic that was. If you excuse me, I'll be right back so I can record other stuff before I transform this guy again. Yeah. After the hectic transformation of Battletrap, and after doing a review with Freezer, the only one that's really needed for Battletrap, we're back. And, yeah. He has his tolerances, per se. Let's start with the obvious thing that we said during our little interaction at the beginning of the video. Do these work? Does it look good? And the answer is... it does... I'm not sure if I'm tapping this in wrong or really can't fit. Okay, so Canon 1 does fit, but Canon 2. Alright, you gotta put it in a certain way, otherwise it will not tab in at all. Holy shit, he rocks it. He rocks the cannons. I don't know why, but this just looks badass. So we're gonna take these off. And we're going to get these to Ironhide. Alright, so we're gonna decide to compare some Battletrap now because... well... here we go. I can see the similarity, kinda, but at the same time, not really. But, yeah, that kind of looks good. In terms of the deluxe class scale, here he is next to Bumblebee. And, ignore the stuff in the background. I'm trying. Really, I am. And then leader class, let's finally bring in the Fallen because he kind of deserves to be shown this one. So, here's the Fallen compared to the Battletrap. There you are. And, yeah, that's... I guess we can also go over his only weapon. You're going to slot it in like that and just close it over his fists, and there you go. Here we go, and it's really hard to orient these. I mean, I guess you could use them as blasters, I don't know. Also, there's tab weapon storage here. There's a little slot right here. And you use that to tab in the wrecking ball. It doesn't really stay, in truth. It really doesn't. I mean, you could try to get it to stay, but it just won't. I mean, it's clever, but in execution, not really. So, just throw it off like that. And now finally for articulation, before we get this guy down, back to his vehicle mode. And end the suffering. So, of course his back will not stay. His head is, like I said, attached, but it's on a 360 ball joint. Move up and down, left and right. Also, take a look at the noggin. We forgot to do that today. You can barely see it because of the light. Oh my god, I have terrible lighting today. I don't know why. But, 360 at the arms. Move up and down. We can have a 360 at the bicep. And then elbow joint, both back and forth, which is creepy. Then again, this guy is a little bit of a creepy character. Legs can do the full splits. He has 360 rotation, but his joint is per se very loose and it tends to pop off a lot. Legs are, I say the thighs per se are 360. Legs can kick that back that far and back that far. Forward that far, back that far, that's what I meant. They have an over 90-degree bend at the knee. And, really nice foot pivot. And, also swivel. But nothing else. Alright, so back to transformation. We're going to need to take all this out. And, just push it up like that. And leave it like that for now. We're going to take these bars, we're going to clip them together. We got these little clips right here, get the little tap slots, and we're going to just clip it in there like that, clip it in there like that, and it's going to just lock that in place. We're going to take out that loose-ass backpack and just swirl around 180, and it's also a scary-ass backpack at that. We're going to take the arms, we'll just pull them all the way up, like so. You can push up the head, I guess. You leave it up exactly like that. And let's do the legs. We're going to spin this around 180, and I knew it, this thing's going to fall out. We're going to fold the feet down like so. Fold this out. Fold these in. Make sure it clips. Fold this in. Make sure it clips. Fold this out. And we're going to slot these two together. That's going to lock that in place. Now for the arms. It's a little tricky. You're going to need to basically undo all this. Undo all of this. And fold this down. This is a little bit of the tricky part of transformation. You're going to need to, well, one, take all this out because it's really hard to do. But make sure you have all this up as well. Then you need to separate this from the tab, and it's, again, tricky and a little scary. And we're going to need to bring the arm out all the way like this. We need this bigger tap slot, this bigger spike to go over the arm like so, and that's going to sit there. We're going to do the exact same thing to the side. We're going to need to bring it out. It's scary. Scary to do. Keep it straight. Keep it straight like so. Make sure it's folded all the way in and up. And make sure the spike is in the right position so you can fold this down over it. And that's going to leave it like that. We're going to leave that like that for now. We're going to focus on the rest of the legs. We're going to fold this out. And we're basically going to clip this together like so. This should mainly keep this in place. You need to be very specific about your orientation for this figure. Very specific. Fold it. And keep it like that, like so. Keep talking a little bit more over the show in the background because it's the only place I could do it at the moment because other places are full. Alright, so we're going to worry about the arms, like make sure that they are fully situated. Make sure that the spike is over the slot, like so. This part I say is probably the easiest when it comes to transformation, but keeping it on there is the hell part. And simply put, you're creating scary problems by tabbing this in. You need to tab the all that in like so. That's gonna lock everything into place way too securely. And it's too secure for my own needs. And last but not least, for finishing touches, we're going to slot this on using this part. And we're going to, ow. For frick's sake, Battletrap, work with me. Fucking. Alright, we're gonna keep it like this. Give me a moment. And there we go. I'm done. Battletrap is a good figure, but the transformation is hell. That's all I have to say. Do I still recommend him? Yes. Why? Because he's such a badass character, and honestly, if you can survive transformation, so can you, in truth. Transformation's really not that bad once you get more hang of it, and I still haven't got the hang of it, in truth, because, I'm still fumbling about it, and it was to the point that I decided to do the wrecking ball off screen. But that's about it for this review. Thank you all for watching. My next review is going to be Freezer. And as always, to all I want.